I'm Michele Ramatta, and today I'm gonna try to explain something about the paddles. First thing, we need to understand the difference between the right paddle, the right hand paddle, and the left hand paddle. The right hand paddles are the paddles that you control with the right hand, and they are normally normally you find this kind of paddle around, except in the Eastern Europe, which is common the other way around. In Russia, for example, they use the left paddles. The right hand paddles, you can see you have like the right blade facing backwards, while the left one it's facing upwards. This is the right hand paddles. The left hand instead, as if you face the right this way, the left is facing down. Another difference in paddles is the shaft. You have the straight shaft and the bend shaft. There are many kinds of bend shaft, and basically they help you if you are not able to paddle properly and to properly handle the shaft. This kind of shape really helps because you can actually have the full movement without having to move the end on the shaft. But my advice is do not start with this kind of pedals because you will not learn the right movement of your hands. You can see also the pedals are of course different shapes, but there are some paddles that are a little bit more forward comparing to the axe of the shaft, so they are like forward pedals. Instead, normally you find this kind of pedal, which is the blade is in the same axe of the shaft. This model is much cheaper. You can find in plastic and other materials, while normally this advanced paddle are only in fiberglass and composite materials and are a little bit more expensive. But my advice is that if you can afford this, it's a much better paddle because it's a way more stable, especially in whitewater, and you will feel less vibration when you paddle and you do your strokes. We can also see that paddles, the two blades are not vertical at the same time. One is vertical and one has a further angle. And why this? This is because when you push on the right blade, in this case, you will need to twist your wrist to push properly. If you have a 0 angle degree, you will be forcing to have the wrist in this position, creating problems on the tendons and articulation and everything. So basically it's an ergonomic reason why the blades have this kind of angle. My advice is to stay around 45 to 60 degrees angle. That's the perfect for the right ergonomic movement of the wrist. Another very important characteristic of the paddles are the length and the distance between the two ends. How long should we have the paddle? I created a little formula on my website, so you can go and put the information in asking the length between the one elbow and the other elbow, the weight, how much power you have, how much strength you have, and then the algorithm will give you a length of the pedal you can start with. Of course, you can modify the length in the ears, but if you don't have much experience, my advice is to start from that and order a paddle that length, 1 centimeters or less. It's not that important, but close to that length, and start with the distance with the two ends. To force the distance, you can put some tape like this in the right position, of course symmetrically from the center, in the right and left hand. So you will see and you will feel the right distance between the two ends. Some people say that you need to be 90 degrees like this, but this is bullshit. So please make sure you have your 45 degrees angle with your arm. So you put 45-degree angle with the arm, straight arms like this, and this is the right position for your hands. The calculator with the biometrics measure you give me calculate exactly this distance. We can see now how to control the paddle, and on the right hand paddle, the right hand control the blade's position. So we place the blade vertically and the arm horizontally. So this is need to be a 90-degree angle, and with the right hand you basically can control also the left hand. The left hand can rotate, the shaft can rotate inside the left hand. So when I do a stroke, I do the right stroke, and when I want to put the left blade in the water, I need to turn the right wrist, and the left need to be open to let the shaft roll inside. And when the position is correct of the blade, I can start the strokes. When I take this out again, I turn my left wrist in order to push properly on the right stroke. Of course, this is not a correct movement. I can't push like this because I will have problem on the tendon quickly, and I always need to be sure that my wrist is a little bit facing down when I press on the top of the stroke. Okay, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more video of technique, you can go on my website micheleramazza.com and check out the technique section. You can also check out my length calculator for the pedal and the distance between the two ends. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to put any question in the comment below. I'll try to answer as soon as possible.